What's happening, guys? Welcome back to my 10 top things to do series on Ethan Carroll Vlogs. Today we will be talking about the 10 top things to do here in Bangkok. So let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into it. There just go. Number 10 would be Ocean World Sea Life in Bangkok. It's one of Bangkok's favorite ocean themed attractions. You can go there and you can see over 400 water species. You can feed penguins, you can feed otters, you can get happy fish pedicures as well. That's when you put your feet into that big huge box of water and there's like hundreds of little tiny fish and they just like eat all bits off your feet. It's a bit weird, but it's an experience, guys. It's an experience. To have a day out in Ocean World, it only costs you 600 baht for the whole day. Number 9, I'd have to give to Siam Park City. Siam Park City is like theme park / water park all in one. Another daytime event for you guys. It actually opened up in 1980 and it's still open all year round. So no matter what time of the year you come, guys, you can go to Siam Park City. Number 8, SOI Cowboy. SOI Cowboy is like Colson Road, except all the bars are all go-go bars. If you don't know what go-go bars are, I'd Google it before going. It's not for everybody. I've been once. I went with a few friends. It was actually quite fun. It was different seeing the culture here in Bangkok. We had a few drinks. It was a good time. Number 7 is for, again, all you shopaholics. There is a lot of people that come to Bangkok just to go shopping. So my number 7 is MBK Shopping Mall. MBK Shopping Mall is absolutely massive. I've been there a couple of times now. It's 8 floors, just wall to wall with shops, electronic shops. You get stalls, stands, you have food, coffee, you have everything in MBK. The bottom floor in MBK is all westernized. Is that a word? I think it is, westernized. So it's all your western foods and coffees like Starbucks, McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, all that. That's all on the bottom floors. When you go up a few floors, there's also a cinema. All the middle floors in MBK, guys, is all electronics. So if you're looking to buy a new laptop, MacBook, camera, if you need to get your phone repaired or anything, go look for them all in the middle section of MBK. Up the very top floor is all kind of markets. So if you want any dodgy trainers, dodgy clothes, anything like that, all on the 8th floor of MBK. Number 6 goes to Chinatown. Chinatown is one of the biggest attractions here in Bangkok City. It is actually one of the biggest Chinatowns in the world. Chinatown is the hub of all Chinese culture here in Bangkok. It was established in 1782 and is mainly populated by the Chinese. It kind of speaks for itself, guys. Just go there, you can get a feel of the Chinese culture. You can eat some original Chinese food. Just take in the Chinese culture. It's really good. It's a really good thing to do on a day out. Go check out Chinatown if you're passing through Bangkok. Number 5 is the Grand Palace of Bangkok. The Grand Palace is a complex of buildings right in the heart of Bangkok. It has been the home of the kings of Thailand since 1782. A little tip for you guys as well. If you are planning a day trip to the Grand Palace in Bangkok, tip number 1, make sure to wear appropriate clothes. A lot of people, they show up in short shorts and vests and they actually get rejected at the door because it's a palace. You need to be respectful. So you need to be respectfully dressed. You can't just go in anything. Usually the dress code in there is pants from hips to ankles and maybe a t-shirt or a long sleeve top. I'd stick with those two just to be safe. Tip number 2, if you are going to the Grand Palace, make sure to bring some form of ID because they do ID you on entrance. So if you don't want to bring your passport, even though if you're traveling you should always have your passport on you anyway, but if you don't have your passport, driving license will do. I don't think they accept library cards, so I'll leave that one at home. Number 4 is the floating markets. The floating markets in Bangkok are a really good day out. If you don't know what a floating market is by the title of it, basically you go on these little boats and you float down the canal in Bangkok and you go from stall to stall. It's great, you get to eat all different types of Thai food. I would recommend, guys, if you are going to do the floating markets, I'd get there early. and I would check what day it's on. The floating markets aren't on every single day and they might vary between seasons, so just jump onto Google and just check the time that you're in Bangkok, what day the floating markets are on. Usually they're on Saturday and Sundays, and I would recommend getting there early when the food is fresh and when it's not too hot. There's probably nothing worse than sat in a boat, midday sun, sweating your off. Number three would be another shopping experience here in Bangkok. It would be Chinatown Market. If you don't know about the Chinatown markets, they're basically the biggest markets here in Bangkok. There is more than 15,000 stalls at this market, and it's all sectioned out into 27 separate sections. So if you are here in Bangkok to do a bit of shopping, I would 100% recommend get yourself to the Chinatown markets, have a look around. It might take a while, so I would get there quite early. I think these markets start at about 7, 8 a.m. as well. Have a quick look on Google before you go. Don't quote me on that because it might vary depending on what time of the year you do come to Bangkok. So definitely, if you want to do some shopping, jump to Chinatown markets and spend a day there, have fun, go mad, spend some money and shop till you drop. Number two will be rooftop bar and restaurants. If you're here for a couple of days or even 2-3 days, I would recommend for one of those nights, go to a rooftop bar and restaurant. Even if you don't want to eat, go for a cocktail. The views at the top of these skyscrapers are amazing. Some go up to 40, 45 floors above Bangkok. If you catch it on a sunset, the better. If not, when the sun's down, the views are, I'm not joking guys, are amazing. You get to look over Bangkok. There's literally a glow of lights all over all the skyscrapers. You're literally looking at Bangkok from the clouds. The prices in these bars, they do get a bit more expensive, so you're talking maybe 400 baht a cocktail. They don't do buckets, unfortunately, for all you bucket lovers, and if you are going to have some food, you are looking at about maybe 550, 600 baht per meal. A few tips that I can give you for these sky bars and rooftop terraces is tip number 1, dress code. I stupidly made the mistake of going to one of these rooftop bars. I was dressed quite nice, but I had black flip-flops on. They do not let you in with any flip-flops, sandals, Birkenstocks, nothing like that. Men have to have covered feet, whether it's trainers, if it's shoes, you can choose, but do not wear open flip-flops or sandals to one of these sky bars as they will not let you up. Tip number 2, if you are planning on eating food, having dinner in one of these sky bar restaurants, I would recommend calling first and making a reservation, because if you do want a good view over the skyline of Bangkok, you will have to make a reservation because they are very busy and the tables do sell out. If not, if you're just going for a few drinks, no need for a reservation. You can stand at the bar, have a few drinks, and when the table comes available, I jump on. The rooftop bar that I went to personally was the Octave Lounge and Bar. I went there, had some food. It was actually really nice food, protein packed just the way I like it, and the drinks, and a few gin and tonics, they were quite nice as well. As I said, they didn't come cheap, but my experience there was awesome, so go check that place out as well if you like. Number one is going to be probably one of the most famous things for backpackers here in Bangkok. It is Colson Road. If you come to Bangkok or Thailand, you would have heard of Colson Road. Colson Road is one of the first stops for nearly every backpacker that comes to Thailand. Colson Road is basically a little strip in the center of Bangkok. On your right, you have bars. On your left, you have bars. You have food stalls the whole way up the road as well. You have people walking around selling you scorpions, spiders, crickets, all that disgusting stuff that you're gonna do anyway. It is a really good night out. On Colson Road, you meet so many friendly faces, you meet so many new people, drinks are cheap, food is cheap. It is the best first experience when you get to Bangkok. Bucket prices vary. In some places you can get buckets of gin and tonic, vodka, Samsung, which is a Thai whiskey, all for 100 baht. In other places, a bit more expensive places, you'll be looking at maybe 300, 350 baht per bucket. I don't know the prices of single drinks because, come on guys, who comes to Bangkok and doesn't drink out of buckets? If you are hitting Colson Road, guys, here are a few tips for you guys. Tip number 1, whatever price it says on the menu, do not pay it. Try and haggle them down. It's a bit of fun, a bit of barter for them. So if the menu says 300 baht. What I usually do is I half it. I say 150 baht. They usually say 200 baht, and I give them the 200 baht. Save myself 100 baht. It's only 100 baht. It's not that much money, but it is a bit of fun seeing how much you can get off the price and what is the lowest price that they will go down to for their buckets or food or anything. Tip number 2, if you are hitting Colson Road and if you're feeling a bit peckish, I wouldn't just jump to any stall and indulge yourself in whatever meats they have on a little stick rotating. I would investigate a little bit into what you're buying. The food on Colson Road aren't the freshest. You don't actually know how long they've been there for, so I would always ask the vendor how old they are, what type of meat it is, and again, try and get it for as cheap as you can. So whether you are traveling Bangkok on your own, whether you're traveling with a group of people, Colson Road is always a good time. You can go there on your own, meet new people, even to travel Thailand with. You will never get bored on Colson Road. That is why it is always people's favorite spot here in Bangkok to start off the journeys wherever you may go. And yeah, that's my number 1. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 things to do here in Bangkok. If they did help you out, let me know down below. If I left out anything that maybe you might have done and I didn't talk about in this video, comment down below and I might add it into one of my next videos. Like always, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. Give this video a thumbs up even if you took one positive thing from my 10 top tips. Go follow me over on my Instagram for all my updated pictures of my travels as I go along Thailand, Indonesia and Australia, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.